What's up guys, welcome back to TaylorMadeOtaku, and today we're going to be going over the results of the 2017 Crunchyroll Awards. I know this video is like a little bit late, but I asked on my Discord if they wanted me to make a video about it. They said yes. That's a wonderful place to go, by the way. Link in the description. Wink. Okay, like off top. The Crunchyroll Awards are not perfect. They're not perfect at all, and there's a lot of improvement that needs to be made going in the future. But we do have to give credit to where credit is due. It is the only anime awards that we have that are, well, over here in the States. I don't know about over in Japan, but here it's the only thing we got. So, can't be too bad. Now, given the state of the winners, which we're going to go over in a second, this year's was a lot better than last year's, even though this year's was still kind of a train wreck. Like I said, there's still room for improvement, but let's go over the winners. Let's start off here with Best Girl, which was won by Otaku. Now, as you can see from this list, there's a lot of My Hero Academia winners, which is why this was dubbed the My Hero Academia Awards, much like the Yuri on Ice Awards the year before last. But opposed to the year before last, this year was a lot more tolerable from yours truly. Last year just was not. It just wasn't. But let's look at Best Girl, which was Otaku. Now, Otaku to me, it's easy to see why people would say she's the best girl in My Hero Academia, even though I'm more of a Asui guy myself. I can see why people like Otaku and why people think she's best girl. She didn't deserve to win here. This was more of, to me, should have been given to either Chisei, like Moriko, because they had much more actual character development. Now, Otaku had a good character development, but it wasn't as good as the other two. Which leads me to the other problem with this category. There were two nominees from the same show, which is My Hero Academia, so they had a much higher chance of winning, and that's going to be a trend here, because the very next thing that we're going to look at is Best Boy, which was won by Todoroki, who, once again, had the most character development in My Hero Academia this past season. So he's not a bad choice. He's not a bad choice. But personally, I like Kosei from March Comes In Like a Lion. I think his story and his development and everything that having to do with his character would make him best boy. So I can see why people like Baby Zuko, but hey, he didn't deserve to win. Also, Deku was also nominated for best boy. Another issue. But hey, you know, whatever. Let's go down to Best Manga. I didn't read any of the nominees. My Lesbian Experience with Loneliness won. I haven't read it. I didn't read any of the other nominees, so congratulations to you. Next is Best Hero, which went to Deku. I don't like it. I think if you brand Best Hero as a category, you should never include like a character from a hero anime. Like, it's got hero in the name of the show that he's in, so it's kind of not fair for everybody else. But you know, what do I know? Then we go on to Best Villain, which was won by Stain. Understandable. He's Stain. He's a hero killer. It's kind of in his name. Crazy, right? So I've gone over 5 categories and 4 of them were won by My Hero Academia. Yep. Now we move on to Best Action, which was won by My Hero Academia. Because of course it was. Now I get this one. I understand this one why it went. Because it's got some dope action scenes, and the other nominees did as well. And I do think My Hero Academia was the best for action. So, I'm gonna let this one slide. It deserved to get this one. Best Drama goes to Magus Bride. Not really into this one. At this moment, I can't remember any of the other nominees, but I remember specifically there was one that I thought deserved it more than this. Now, if this was like Best Fantasy, then Magus Bride can take it all day. And don't get me wrong, I love Magus Bride. I love it with all my heart, but it does not deserve Best Drama. Because it's not purely drama, it's more romance fantasy type of thing. Best Comedy goes to Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Now, I'm not mad at this one. I would have loved to have seen like Konosuba take it, since it's a comedy anime and it's like really good. But I'm not mad that that Dragon Maid got the nod here, because it was a genuinely funny show. It was heartwarming. It was very entertaining, and it was made by Kyono Annie, so I'm a little biased on that one. Moving on to Best Slice of Life, which was won by Girls Last Tour. Now, Girls Last Tour, I don't know if I would count it as like really a slice of life. When I think about slice of life, I think about like K-On!, like Nichijou, like Lucky Star, like shows with like normal people in normal situations in normal lives. They were not in a normal situation. They were not living a normal life. So, but it was a very enjoyable show. It was cool to watch. I don't think it deserved this here nod. Best Continuing Series goes to March Comes In Like a Lion. Well deserved. Don't have anything much to say about that. Best Opening goes to My Hero Academia, which was Peace Sign, which I believe is the second opening, which is addicting. The third one was a tad bit better, also addicting. But if I'm remembering, you all know what my favorite opening from last year is. It wasn't even nominated, so I have no problem with Best Opening. Best Ending goes to Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. No question about that. No issues with that. That's great. Best Animation goes to My Hero Academia. Meh? Like, it had dope animation in it. I just wish I could remember all the nominees. Because once they were like the winners were announced, they just took off all the rest of the nominees. I really wish I could remember, but I don't at this moment. But I think this one is also deserved, but I don't think it should have been nominated for this too, and that's my biggest issue with this. Because what have I gone through? Like what, 9, 10 nominees, and they've won like what, six of them? It's a ridiculous number of things that they're winning. And then we go to Best Score, which was Made in Abyss. Fantastic, no issues with that. Best Film goes to Your Name. I have a tiny issue with that because Your Name didn't come out last year. This should have went to A Silent Voice, which is a much more impactful movie than Your Name. But I get it. People don't want to be sad. Your Name was a happier film. And then we got Best CGI, which went to Land of the Illustrious. No problem, no issues with that. And then for the upset, of the entire ceremony was Made in Abyss winning Anime of the Year. That's nice. That's good. That's real good. I wasn't expecting it to actually win Anime of the Year. I was expecting, My Hero Academia. It took like everything else. So matter of fact, hold on, let me count these. So there's 17 categories. My Hero Academia won 7 of them. That's too many. Like I said before, this year was better than last year because I think the winners actually, My Hero Academia deserved a lot of recognition and it deserved a lot of credit for the things that it accomplished, but it didn't need to be in so many different categories. I think it was in 12 out of the 17 categories. It was ridiculous. It's a problem, but it's an easy problem to fix. You know what I mean? This is a problem that can be very easily fixed for Crunchyroll next year. Because Crunchyroll can very easily just limit every single show to 3. Crunchyroll can very easily limit every single anime to 3 or 4 nominations out of 20 categories. They can do that, and that'll make this a lot better because a lot more shows will get a lot better shine. Now, being nominated is an honor in and of itself, so congratulations to all the nominees. That's recognition that you were one of the best at this particular, category. But to have, like I said, to have one show and so many, it's kind of not fair. It's like last year when Yuri on Ice was in almost every single category and it took a lot of categories it didn't deserve. That's what angered me the most about last year, is that Yuri on Ice, in my humble opinion, it's a good show, but it's not groundbreaking. It's not the most amazing thing you've ever seen. It's not spectacular. It's good. It's a decent story. It's got good animation, at times great animation, and it has a payoff romantically, which is something that I like. But I'll be damned if the kiss between Yuri and Victor was more heartwarming than Kaio's tears over her meal. That's what angered me the most about last year. So that's why people were a little bit reluctant and a little less gung-ho for the Crunchyroll Awards, in my opinion. That's why I was, at least. I wasn't looking forward to it that much because all I could think of was the Yuri on Ice Awards, and they, in some regards, fixed it, but the problem's still there. But like I said, it's an easy thing to fix. Another issue that I really do have is the categories of Best Girl and Best Boy, and Best Hero and Best Villain. I think those categories need to be tweaked a little bit. I think Best Boy and Best Girl should stay because, as an anime fan, it's fun. It's fun to see, to vote on that. It's fun to vote on that and see who's gonna win. It's not fair to have 2 characters from the exact same show, because if that's the case, you should make it Best Girl for just those 2. And even that's kind of that's not doable. That's not a thing. You should not resort to that. But I think if you take the Best Girl from 5 different shows and you say, hey, which one of these is the best out of the best girls, it'll work out just fine. It could be the same thing for Best Boy. Take 5 nominees for Best Boy, 1 from every show that you want to use, or 5 or whatever, and put them up for the community to decide who wins, who is truly Best Boy. As far as Best Hero and Best Villain, take those out completely and change it to Best Protagonist and Best Antagonist, because those are 2 totally different categories. If you hear Best Hero, your mind's automatically gonna go to Deku, because he's a hero. If you think of Best Villain, you're probably gonna think whoever Deku's fighting, which paid dividends in this. It was Todoroki and it was Stain. It's basically their awards to lose at that point. But I think protagonist is a more well-rounded type of protagonist. It's a more well-rounded vote. Like, who is the better protagonist out of all of these, and who is the best antagonist out of all of these nominees? I think that's gonna help a lot. But what do I know? What do I know? But like I said, they're like really easy steps. You can limit the amount of times a show can be nominated for an award to 3 or 4. You can switch around some of the categories, and you can also add more categories like best fantasy, best romance, best slice of life, like shows like that. That's what's so fun about award shows. Like, it is a popularity contest. Like, let's not get that twisted. Like, no matter what, it's going to be a popularity contest. It's whatever you think is good, and it's what's popular, like, even to you by yourself. Let's also keep in mind that these are the Crunchyroll awards, and Crunchyroll doesn't have every single anime that came out within the year. They have the vote of whatever they had on their website. Kakegurui wasn't nominated. Love and Lies wasn't on here for best opening. Like, there were so many shows that kind of got snubbed because they weren't on Crunchyroll. So let's keep that in mind. That's also a thing they can do. They can also just have like a little, like, I guess, poll or like list of, hey, we know we don't have everything. What do you guys recommend that we watch to keep this going? To add more nominees and more deserving shows can be added to the mix. But that's all I got to say about the Crunchyroll Awards. They're trying, so I give them that. They are trying. Like I said, they have room for improvement, but let's cut them some slack. They are putting in some work. But that's all I got for you guys this time. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see something else, put that down in the comment section below. What were your thoughts on the Crunchyroll Awards? What do you think they can do to help fix or remedy the problem? Or do you think that they should just stop? Put that down in the comment section down below. I'm really interested to hear your thoughts on that. If you like me, you like the videos that I make, you like the cut of my jib, please don't hesitate to subscribe and join the squad. We're one giant happy family here. Share this video with your friends so they can see what some fat black dude on YouTube has to say about the Crunchyroll Awards. And until the next video, guys, peace out.